about to witness a monumental throwdown.
Welcome to episode 64 of FPL Bros. I just want to say that I don't know how you're all doing. I hope you all had a good game week. I have had a really one, but don't let that bring you down at all. Yours was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, not bad. I don't know, maybe I have high hopes for myself. I looked at my score because I wasn't able to pay too much attention to it. I looked at my final score and I got 62. And then I looked at the average, I was like, that was pretty bad. And then I scrolled down and I saw green arrows. I was like, oh, all right, I'll take that. You know when you have one of those weeks, you look at the score like, could have gone to 80, 70, had some points left on the bench maybe, you know, and you scroll down, it's like, oh, green arrows? I'll take that. Can't complain.
So the green arrows make it all worth it. I don't even want to think about what my rank is anymore. But anyway, enough about me. enough about my misery.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
Actually, no, not quite, because we will just briefly do a review of how we did. It was game week 25, where Manchester United and Brighton doubled. Yeah, did you just briefly want to? Yeah.
I mean, my weeks. I mean, there wasn't much to it. Like I said, I ended on 62 points. The average was 47, so can't complain there. I transferred in Neil Mopay for Lacazette, and he got me a return because I.
Oh yeah.
So he got me the goal in the Watford game, which was quite good. He didn't do much against Man United, but you know, what can you say? Which brings me on to my next player, funnily enough, was David De Gea. So I did one of those things where you play completing players just to see if you can, I don't know, spread the winnings, I guess.
Yeah.
But so I had Man United. I thought it would be a double clean sheet, but obviously nope, Southampton took that away from me. So so that was 10 points there because of his double game week, and then I had double Liverpool defenders, Robertson and Trent. That's clean sheet each, and then had Bowen, who was a big hitter for me with 13 points. Everywhere else was just ones and twos. Oh, sorry, forgot to mention Foden, who had a decent return for me as well. But yeah, Bowen was my big win. I captained Jota, which was a pain in the bum because even I captained him to get a total of 2 points.
Yeah. No, very well done indeed. Again, just like to say, this shows that at least one of us knows what they're doing, and they're going to take tips. Right, you listen now. Get your pens, get your pads ready. You've got to listen to the wisdom that's coming. And yeah, you're looking up, baby. You're looking up. Definitely looking up.
Thank you.
Mine. Here's my excuse. Okay, I did my team last minute, which I normally do anyway, but I really should have put my vice captain on Salah instead of Jota, which is what I did do. Not that it would have made a huge amount of difference. It would have been worth an extra 2 points at the end of the day. Jota got 1, Salah got 3, so I get a 2-point captain and 3 points with Salah instead of getting 6 points with Salah and 1 point with Jota. So yeah, that's so an extra 7 points. Well, originally I captained De Bruyne. I played Pep Roulette and it came up 0-0 for me. De Bruyne didn't play. Cancelo didn't play. I didn't think he would be that scared of flipping Sporting, but he was. And so he saved them for Sporting. And in the end, like 5-0. So yeah, so Pep Roulette, he benched De Bruyne, who was originally my captain. Ben's Cancelo, so I had Manquillo come in for him with his massive 1-pointer. Regulion didn't play. Edouard did nothing. King did nothing, but then I should have expected that. And yeah, I had Bowen, but anybody who's taking this game seriously has got Bowen. So yeah. And also there was a -4 just to throw into the mix there as well, because last week I missed around. And I left it late to get Salah, and I thought, okay, I'll just transfer out Bernardo Silva for Salah, and Bernardo Silva's price went down, Salah's price went up. Didn't have the money, so I had to take a -4 just so I could get Salah in. And obviously I was gambling on Salah not doing anything, and he didn't really. but De Bruyne didn't even play, so that gamble didn't pay off either. And yeah, I hate FPL, and I don't even know what I'm going to do this week. But anyway, that's enough. That is enough.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
Let us look at. We're just going to do player picks and predictions this episode. So we'll start off with everybody's favourite, which is predictions. And the first one is Arsenal and Brentford.
I'm going to go Arsenal win to 0. I think Arsenal owe them, and it's at home. Because if anyone can remember, and if you've been living under a rock for this whole season and you don't remember what happened in the opening game of the season, Arsenal were the laughing stock of the world because we lost to Brentford. So I think we really owe them. I think the boys are going to be fired up, and I think they're going to shut down shop at the back.
Yeah, the Arsenal defence is actually now one of the best defences in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting to see what will happen up front. But I think Arsenal are capable of keeping it tight. Although some Brentford are good at attacking, and when they're on song, I think they can nick a goal. So I'm going to say either 1-0 for Arsenal or a 1-1 draw, because Brentford do go for it, and I don't think the games involving Arsenal these days are usually massively scoring anyway.
Quite slow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Crystal Palace versus Chelsea.
Chelsea to win, both teams to score.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think Chelsea also are winning that one. With Palace, I'm never quite sure what you're going to get with them.
Yeah, it's very difficult. They're very up and down. They can blast a team away, but you just don't know what you're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, Chelsea have a good defence, and Crystal Palace have been struggling to score lately. So I'm just going to stick with that script, basically, and I'm saying that Chelsea are probably going to win to 0 that one. All right then.
Okay.
Yeah, Liverpool at home to Norwich.
Okay. Well, yeah, Liverpool win, and I don't think it's going to be close. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool are going to come back and they're going to be firing. I mean, I heard that Jota might have a knock, but I don't think that's going to slow them down in the slightest with Salah and Mane back.
No. Yeah. Jota apparently is out for 2 weeks, something like that. So yeah, I've got to get rid of him. Just piling on the problems there.
Yeah, he's got to come out and
Salah and Mane, although I can't help feeling that Klopp won't give them either of them 90 minutes, A, because they've got to play again in a few days' time, and B, because he'll be preparing for, is it Atletico? It's the second leg against Inter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Inter. I don't think they've got Atletico. United have Atletico, though.
It's Man United have got Atletico,
yeah, Man United have got Atletico, and the reason I know that is because, as you may know, I support Arsenal Football Club, and I'm very keen to know what my rivals' fixtures look like in the running. And Man United have Liverpool, City, and then 2 fixtures against Atletico, and then Spurs.
Yeah,
that's a run of
It's
games.
a big march. That's
a dreadful
big march. Going to be a big march for them. So yeah, Liverpool win to 0. They'll probably leave it a bit late knowing Liverpool, but I wouldn't put them past them to score 3 goals in like the last 10 minutes. Norwich frustrated them for most of the game. They've taken a hell of a lot of shots, don't they? It's like, like they all get on the pitch and they just start shooting on sight. But then again, quite a few of them tend to go in. Right then, City versus Spurs.
Spurs, mate. I don't know. I think City are going to win, and I think it might seem close, but it's going to be one of those Pep ones where he just kind of like strangles the game. I think that's my opinion, because Spurs have still got an Italian manager, so they're going to be like, yeah, we can defend, we can keep it away from them. And City are just going to poke it around, and just do what City do.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because I originally would have agreed with you, but all week I've been hearing about Son and how he likes to score against City. And it's true, City play a high line and sometimes they get caught out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs actually did nick one. But if Pep knows what's good for him, he will put out a strong team and he will try to win that game for 2 reasons. 1, Liverpool's still breathing down his neck. And 2, he doesn't have to worry about his return leg against Sporting, does he?
No, he shouldn't have to worry. Ideally, he shouldn't. I mean, we've seen some crazier things.
It's true. I can't believe they got rid of away goals, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I think that was quite an exciting part of it. I don't know.
It was an incredibly exciting part of it because, unlike American sports in football, if you score a goal, if you lose, in football, draws happen an awful lot. Whereas in America, scoring sometimes means the lead changes. Basketball, American football. Whereas in football, sometimes scoring is the difference between losing and drawing, or drawing and winning. But with away goals meant so much, didn't they? 1 minute a team's losing and they're going out, the next they're drawing and it means they're going through. Goals were so much more exciting because one goal means so much. But now, let's just play for penalties.
No, and also it became far more tactical. At least when I remember, like I can remember lots and lots and lots of different European nights with Arsenal, where it would be like, all right, we've got them away first and then home. We just got to nick a couple goals, nick a goal away, shot, and we're good at home. We're good at home. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. That's all it was. It was like nick away, and then when you come home, play your football, just don't let them score. And it was just like you had this like different mentality going into certain games, and now it's just like, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, exactly. Plus, it meant a lot of the time away teams would go for it because they knew how bad the goal was. Now away teams are like, we're not going to get anything at the anyway. Smarter people have discussed this, but they make changes to the Champions League all the time. So don't be surprised if they bring away goals back.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Leeds
Arsenal going to be back there soon.
It's good. It's looking good. I have to say it took a while, but I certainly, there's been a few hairy moments, but I mean, you can't knock the results, can you? You can dissect them all they want, but at the end of the day, if they're getting the results, that's all that matters. And these things breed confidence. But again, smarter people. I'm not Simon Jordan, who obviously knows what he's about.
Don't even.
Oh yeah, I can't put myself in this same category.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
Okay, sorry. Leeds versus Man United.
Leeds to nick it.
Yeah, do you know what? I can't call that one. Leeds do go for it, but Man United, there's problems there. I'm going to say a high-scoring draw.
I reckon Leeds will nick it. I don't know why I do. And that's not because I don't like Man United. I just think when teams are down on their luck and they come up against a hard pressing side like Leeds and Man United, who have been told that they don't know where the reverse gear is, I just don't know how it's going to work out.
I mean, I don't know what Man United. I didn't see the game against Brighton. I did hear a lot on the radio. I think Man United, teams that know how to press well, usually leave them in trouble. And obviously, every man and his dog knows that Rangnick's still trying to figure out what he's supposed to do with these people, these Man United players. But if there's anyone who's going to put you under pressure, it's Leeds. So, So Leeds know how to panic a team. And I recall against Burnley, Man United were panicking. I couldn't believe how good the Burnley press was. I thought, how is it on the bottom of the league? Anyway, all right then. So then we've got the next round of fixtures rather. Burnley versus Spurs. Oh.
Burnley Spurs. Score draw.
Oh.
I feel like Burnley are just gonna hold it, maybe nick one and then sit back. Spurs will Harry Kane will catch one in the 90th minute.
You know what? Again, I mean, Spurs do have Kane and Son, and we'll be coming on to that in a minute. So for that reason, I'm going to say a low-scoring Spurs win, because I just think Spurs are more of the two teams. Spurs are more likely to score. Weghorst is injured, and Cornet's doing a lot of huffing and puffing, although he's still a decent player. All right, then Liverpool versus Leeds.
I think Liverpool will win, but I don't think it'll be as easy as the Norwich fixture. I think Liverpool will win, but maybe I'll go 2-0 Liverpool. I mean, obviously that sounds like an easy Liverpool win, but we know what easy Liverpool win could be. You know what I mean? So I'll say 2-0 Liverpool.
I think you're on the money there. Actually, I can see it being something like 1-0 to Liverpool as well.
Yeah,
I can see that being a really tough game for them.
Because Bielsa loves it against the Klopp. He does. It seems like he does. Like he loves going against head-to-head with these managers.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty accurate there. All right then. Then finally we've got Arsenal versus Wolves. Third.
I don't know. I would say Arsenal win on the surface, just because that's how I'd like to predict all my Arsenal games. But I just know that Wolves are going to be well up for it. They're really going to be up for it. But I think an Arsenal side that has Martinelli back in it and things like that should do okay. Both teams to score, Arsenal to win.
Right, I'm deferring to you. High point scorer privilege. Yeah, I'll take your prediction because to be honest, I'm not really sure myself, so might as well go
It's
with
not an
what
easy
you're saying.
one.
Yeah,
It's not an easy one.
there you go. So there's food for thought for our listeners there.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
And then finally, we come on to player pick.
Mm-hmm.
You want to kick us off with that?
Yeah, I mean, he served me okay, and I picked him when I picked him, and that was Neil Mope. And he's not got particularly a double game week. He's not got anything special, no blanks coming up for a little while, but he's got a double game week 29, which maybe you should transfer him out by if you're planning on picking him up and holding him. But he's good for points. He's definitely good for appearance points. He's good for the maybe occasional assist, occasional goal. He's got Burnley, Villa, Newcastle coming up, so they're not scary fixtures. He might be able to nick it. Brighton are generally a well-played side that plays well. So yeah, I'll go for Neil Mope. If you want to just hold on to him as a cheap striker while you try and smash your cash on players like Salah for reasons that we all know about. And then another player pick would be Ben White. I would pick Ben White. I think he's nailed on. I think we've got some clean sheets coming up. Arsenal have been a very good clean sheet side. And I think he'll be an interesting addition. I would say Gabriel because Gabriel has more goals to his name. But I think Ben White, he gets forward enough and I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to nick something because he's been trying. He's had a couple of shots in the last couple of games.
Oh, has he?
So you never know. Yeah.
Oh,
and they were on top. They were blocked too. I would say Tierney. I would say Tierney. But again, the issue at the moment, at least from the way we've been playing, he hasn't looked very sharp. His crosses haven't been good. And maybe it's because he hasn't got anybody to cross to because our flipping 5'0" striker likes to sit in the right back position. But but his crosses haven't been as on target. So I don't know if he'll be getting many assists going forward. And I can even see some rotation.
Yes, it's possible, I suppose. But then Arsenal do have a rest coming up, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Because Chelsea are whatchamacallit. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. But those are my twos, Ben White and Neil Mope. What about you?
Okay. First of all, I'm going to go with a surprise one.
Lovely.
It's Naylor Sarr.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a money saver. People are thinking about the big hitting, big costing midfielders, the Sons, the Salahs, the Manes, the KDBs, But this guy will save you a bit of money. I think Watford have a double as well this week.
Villa Palace.
Yeah, so that's not too bad. Obviously, you never know you're going to get at Watford, but roll the dice. He's got 2 games. So see what happens.
And with players like him, with bit larger teams, we usually say, "Oh, watch out for the attackers; they get rotated out." But with players like him, Watford are about to rotate him out. I promise.
So they need him now because it's more than a little bit limp up front there.
Yes.
I think most of us know how that feels. Well, there's people who went for Dennis, and then he got a red.
God. Well, I didn't go for Dennis actually.
No,
I was well happy.
I didn't, but I heard the whinging, the gnashing of teeth, the lamentations.
Yes, I had similar lamentations. It must be someone in our group.
All right then, and my second one, you're probably going to raise your eyebrows at this, but Harry Kane. Apparently he's taking more shots, getting more big chances, he's being more accurate, he's linking up better with Son, and you just never know. I mean, the thing about Kane is that he's the kind of guy who will get you a 1 point against Burnley and then 13 points against Man City. People may have forgotten about him, but apparently he has been improving over the past.
What's his price at the moment?
Oh, I don't know, 11.9. You have a look.
They're so expensive, man. They're so expensive.
That is a fair point. But a lot of people are turfing Ronaldo out of their team. So...
Yeah, well, look, mate, Ronaldo needs to get in the bin. That player, he's dreadful. He's a dreadful footballer.
I was proclaiming, wasn't I, to the heavens, that Man United ain't going to do anything in this double game week. And for 80 minutes, I was correct. But then Brighton contrived to let them in. and and made me look like a mug. Right, a mug as they do so often.
Honestly, well, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
I've got. Are you done with your player pick?
I am.
I've got a question for you that I think maybe our listeners would be eager to find out about, because I don't know if you know, but Liverpool played Norwich and Leeds, and Salah likes to score goals against Norwich and Leeds, and lots of people have a certain chip that's burning a hole in their pocket regarding Salah and Norwich and Leeds. What do you think about the triple captain being used this week?
I say do it.
Wow, just like that.
I'm going to do it, and here's why. A lot of people like to save triple captains for double game weeks, maximising. And when you think about double game weeks, you like to think about a good player who's in form and who's reliable, getting 2 good fixtures. Sometimes you might have a double game week where, like I said, your man plays Burnley and then he plays Man City, or perhaps the guy plays Liverpool and then he's got to play Norwich, or maybe maybe they get 2 middling kind of fixtures. They've got to play, say, Wolves, and then they've got to play Brighton. You're like, I'm not too sure. Or they just seem a little bit out of form, like Kane is a little bit, for example, or they're frustrating, or they get rotated like Foden. Here's the thing, Salah is none of those things. He's in form, he's reliable, he's smashing it this season, and he's got 2 games. When are you ever going to get that kind of player who's captainable with 2 fixtures like this? You could wait another 2 or 3 seasons for a double like this. Yeah, you just got to when you can. And
you've got a point.
Another reason is that I know a lot of active managers be doing it. Yeah. So even if Salah gets a goal in one game and an assist in another, it could kill your rank. If you're around the 3 million mark, which is where I am, probably like that, doesn't make much of a difference. But if you're eyeing top 100k, top 10k, could make all the difference. So yeah, I say do it.
It's true.
Just think about when else you would use a triple captainship. That's anybody who's kind of umming and ahhing it. When else are you going to use it? When else are you going to have a big time player who always plays and is in good form, has got 2 such good fixtures? Think about that. That's all I would say.
No, I like that. Like this week, I've been talking to one of my mates about it quite a lot. We've been talking about this game week and triple captain options, and if you're going to play this chip, have you got that chip, all this other stuff. And yeah, you're right. Maybe just stop trying to be too clever about it. That 40, 50, 60% of the managers in the game are going to be doing it. Just do it because because if they do it and then he gets say 2 goals, even if he gets 2 goals, he triples up.
It does.
You can be out of it.
Yes, you'd have to, start thinking about seriously how you're going to get back into it, and if he just gets the assist and, a couple of, and his appearance points, well, at least your rank hasn't been killed, No,
that's it. The only argument I had for this was that if he made blank, like obviously it's possible, everything's possible, he could just blank and blank. I've said that the only person that I might captain or triple captain would be Trent, and just bank on two fixtures that he's going to play and 2 fixtures that he's going to get clean sheets, and he might nick an assist and some bonus points as well.
Yep. Again, I'm not massively against that. Obviously it's a ballsy move. I won't lie.
It's a ballsy move. It's a very ballsy move. But how much is a goal? So Salah to score, that's 6 points, but Trent to get a clean sheet, that's also 6 points.
Are you talking about literally the goal itself? Because if Salah scores, he gets 5 points for the goal.
Yeah, and then
2 points. Say, so it's worth 7 points technically. But if Trent gets a clean sheet, it's worth 6. He gets the 2 appearance points and then 4 for the clean sheet. So yeah, you can measure it up like that.
That's how I was seeing it.
If there's a clean sheet and Salah's on the pitch, he also gets a 1 point for that as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's difficult because I've got all my chips. Every single one of them, I haven't used 1 chip, so I'm fully loaded.
Have you got 2 free hits as well?
I've got 2 free hits.
Wow, you are fully loaded. Actually, a lot of active managers have still got their 2 free hits. Look at that! I burned mine. I've burnt mine, and I'm there. Just
haven't got any free hits.
I used one. Yeah, it was some COVID postponements, and I just thought my team's
yes, I remember when you did.
Yeah, but that was the week where I captained Salah, and I think he got like 2 points or something. So yeah, it served me well. So I'm saving my other free chip, but we can get onto that and what to do free hit, bench boost, and wild card. We can get onto that in another episode.
You're all about to witness a monumental throwdown.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. And I just want to say thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
And if you're listening on YouTube, please hit like, subscribe. And yeah, that's it. That's it from me.
And that's it from me.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.